Let's talk about something I was doing every day in my career. I've made the same mistake in meetings for years, and I genuinely thought I was doing the right thing. In meetings, project updates, department planning, strategy calls, I generally stayed quiet. I listened carefully. Overall, I focused on doing good work instead of talking about it. And for a long time, I didn't realize that being passive was quietly holding my career back. A lot of us engineers are taught, directly or indirectly, that meetings might not be the best place to speak up unless you're absolutely sure. We can get nudged for going too deep in the weeds on things, and we can be offered misguided advice like, good work should speak for itself, or that staying quiet is professional. And earlier in your career, that mindset might work, but as you move into mid career roles, the environment changes. Teams get bigger, leadership has less context, and decisions move faster. In that world, silence doesn't signal competence, it signals absence. Not because leaders don't care, but because they don't have the bandwidth to infer what your impact is anymore. For years, I treated meetings like passive events. I showed up prepared, I took notes, I followed through afterward. I assumed that if my work mattered, it would naturally come up. But here's what actually happened. When projects were discussed later, my contributions weren't referenced. When opportunities came up, my name wasn't top of mind. Not because my work wasn't good, but because it wasn't visible. The turning point for me wasn't becoming louder or more aggressive, it was becoming more intentional. I started contributing small, well placed summaries. Not long explanations, not super technical deep dives, just short statements like, this reduced manual effort for my team, or this closed a recurring risk that we've been seeing, or this gives us a cleaner foundation going forward. It was the same work, same effort, but completely different perception. Once I did that consistently, meetings stopped feeling like time sinks. They became leverage. Here's something you can try immediately. In your next meeting, aim to say one sentence that connects your work to an outcome. That's it, one sentence. Not to impress, not to dominate the room, but just enough to anchor your contribution in people's memory. If this sounds like you, if you've been quiet, capable, and overlooked, you're not behind. You just haven't been visible yet. Share this with someone who needs permission to speak up. And when you're ready, say that one sentence. Thanks. See you later.